Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Wrestling Inc. podcast. I'm Glenn Rubenstein, tonight joined by Mr. Matt Morgan, Mr. Raj Giri, and we're going to talk about No Mercy, September 24th, 2017. Matt Morgan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, guys. Glad to be back. Apologize to the fans, but when we got hit with Hurricane Irma, it ripped through here like nobody's business. And it not only did it kill everybody's electricity for a week, it shut off everybody's Wi-Fi and cable for even longer. Like, we're talking 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Well, glad you're doing okay, man. And glad to have you back. Raj, how's it going?
Good, man. Feel like it's been a long time since it's been the three of us.
Yeah, a couple weeks now.
At least. I don't know if it's I don't know if we've been able to do it in September yet. So
maybe not.
Yeah. So yeah.
So Matt, what'd you think of tonight? What'd you think of No Mercy?
I was disappointed in the finish of the final match between Strowman and Brock.
Yeah, that was so weird.
It was very weird. Not in a good way, like, either.
Yeah, I mean, you build this guy up, and then just one F5 was all it took.
Yeah.
It's kind of nothing. Like, he was beat like nothing at the end.
And we saw, Brock sell his ass off again. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't seen that side of him before, so it was cool to watch. It was setting it up for, I thought, a Braun quick win, actually. I thought we were going to see something like Goldberg versus Brock, and it would have made sense, actually. I thought, the way they're building Braun. But, like, you watched Cena versus Reigns, and Reigns kicking out of everything under God's green earth, and Strowman, the biggest dude on the roster, can't kick out of one F5?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Especially after Brock kicked out of his finisher. You thought, he would at least kicked out of one. I mean, Undertaker, kicked out of what, like 3 or something?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just really weird that it ended like right at 9 on the dot. So I don't know if they didn't want to go over or what, but it's not like they need to, cut it out to, so Raw Talk could start on time.
Right.
So it was weird. You know what? I thought it was such a good pay-per-view until the Reigns Cena match, and then I thought that was good. I thought it was, and then the Enzo thing, and then just the Brock and Strowman match was just disappointing.
I liked Roman versus Cena.
Yeah.
That dude continues to impress me in the ring. Cena always does, but Roman really stepped up, I thought, yet again. I don't know what the guy needs to do. I think he just needs to stop smiling. Anytime he smiles, he just gets booed. I just think he needs to focus on the match and block the fans out if they're going to continue making him baby. I was hoping he was going to go back to the ring and kick Cena's ass and just turn heel.
Yeah, I mean, I think we hope every pay-per-view he turns heel, but they're not, they're not doing that.
Well, it seems like they have a plan and what they're setting it up. I'll be curious to see what it comes out of tomorrow night with him being on Miz TV and some of the rumors floating around.
Yeah, it's looking like the Shield. The Shield is coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll do him some good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the Miz even kind of teased it. He said some old friends or something like that. So, yeah, I guess that's where they're going to go for the next pay-per-view.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're really throwing it all out there now. I mean, tonight we kept hearing WrestleMania quality match. TLC in a month is going to be, Asuka making her debut, especially if they do something with the Shield. That's another big one. So I think they're trying to regain some of these ratings and interest right now.
Yeah, at least on the Raw side. SmackDown side, we got, Jinder and Nakamura.
I do like the Kevin Owens McMahon storyline right now.
Yeah, that one is good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Matt, could you imagine that? I don't think we got to talk about that. Could you imagine him been in a segment like that with Vince, where it's just like, I'm just going to bust him open?
He did not gig himself, by the way. David Meltzer's, I love him to death, but holy crap, dude. Like, he did not gig himself. He did not blade himself for that whatsoever. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like when you get headbutted. It's not going to be this huge gash. It's going to be a little trickle. That's exactly what happens. And if you have a little bit of scar tissue up in your forehead, like Mick Foley and Ric Flair, a lot of scar tissue, I should say, it just takes a little bit to go. And I bet you Vince has a little bit built up, but that was not some pre-cut thing. And no way, man. But if I was in that, I couldn't imagine being in that segment. I had a habit, dude, when I was a rookie of being way too scared of hurting people, and I shouldn't have. But that's how I was trained, to treat everybody like a sack of eggs, and you don't want to break any eggs. When you pick people up, they're trusting their livelihood in your hands and their families, and how their family eats through this job, you know what I mean, and taking care of them.
And especially Vince, like headbutting your boss. Like the company revolves around that guy.
I couldn't imagine. I'd be terrified. I'd be terrified I'd kill the guy or something.
Yeah. I mean, what happened with Shibata with that headbutt? You know, like he hasn't returned to the ring. Like it goes wrong. You know, that's
at first blow. When I first saw it, you guys, I know we're talking about the pay-per-view, but we didn't talk about this yet. When you see like, and again, I keep using other people from different shows, but Meltzer comes to mind again. He said something about like, you know, with these guys, he's worried about these guys in the concussion era, where you have like Daniel Bryan and what's his name, Dolph Ziggler that climbed to the top of the ladder and they were headbutt. Go back and watch that. They're hitting each other's chest to chest, pec to pec first. Dolph's left pec on Daniel's left pec, and the camera shoots it from the side, so it looks like you're taking the dude's head off with a headbutt. But you're just missing by a split hair. And anything could happen, and maybe they did hit each other a few times. But it is not shoot, headbutt. Yeah. It's not happening. And I thought that's what happened. That's how Kevin went to go give it to Vince. You could see it if you watch it slow-mo. He went to go do the chest to chest. The side camera picks it up real quick, the side view, the profile shot, and it looks like he takes his head off with the headbutt. But then when I saw the blood, I was like, oh, shit, he caught him. Oh, my God, he caught him.
When they show the replays, I mean, it looked like he hit him hard. Amazing. I'm sure Vince asked for it too. I'm sure he's like, I want you to really nail me with it, because there's no way Kevin Owens would do that. You know,
he's nutso. Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you didn't do it hard enough, he would never respect you after that.
When you're 72 or 70 or whatever he is, you know, that's insane. It's stupid.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. But I'm all about forgiving Kevin Owens over, so I loved it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, we're still talking about it, so it was a very effective angle. But good God, that's when you're that age. Those are and you're running the company. I mean,
dude, any little thing. They say Chris Nowinski once told me every time I take a back bump, and because I've had multiple concussions, my brain is going to swish around a little harder each and every time, and I could be giving myself multiple minor concussions and not even notice.
Yeah,
you don't always have a concussion when you're sensitive to light and you're throwing up. It's not always like that, you know. So that scared the crap out of me, you know, when he told me that. So now imagine being, like you said, a 72-year-old man, how delicate his brain is from over the years, the abuse he's put himself through matches with Steve and everybody else. It doesn't take much, I bet, you know, and 72.
Yeah, and you could have just had him clothesline him, or, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. What was the deal with the head? Like, why did it have to be the headbutt, you know?
I mean, I think probably no one saw that coming, I think. So that's maybe one thing. But no, you know. If he did a punch or a clothesline or something, no one would have really seen that coming either. But I don't think anyone saw Owens kicking the shit out of Vince. Being, you know,
no.
I mean, there's a certain, you know, there's certain guys that Vince will do that for, and you just think Owens is not one of them. And,
I thought so. Yeah.
Well, no, it's good for him, man. So yes, it manages to still overshadow No Mercy a bit in the conversation tonight. So let's go through the matches. Did you watch the pre-show, Matt? Apollo versus Elias?
No.
You didn't miss a lot. Elias put a little more effort into the song tonight. But you know, Apollo. No, and he has. I give him credit, right? I mean, that gimmick is slowly. I'm warming to it because I think he's putting a little more effort in. And it seems like the crowd's responding to it. But you know, it is what it is.
Who won?
Elias won.
Damn.
Yeah, went over Apollo. So there you have it. So after that, we opened up the show proper with Jason Jordan versus The Miz. What did you think of the match, Matt?
Good. Jason Jordan, for me, I like watching him work his wrestling. I do. He's still missing it. You know, I think we all see it. And they buried him with that promo afterwards.
Oh my God, that was
buried
so
him.
bad.
He's got to step up and say something or do something. I don't know.
But do you think that might have been by design? Like they are turning him heel? And
I hope so.
Because there was no way they could have not expected him to get booed by reading that crap. Because that was just a terrible promo.
It was.
I mean, no matter.
I hope that's what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, Cena wouldn't have been able to deliver that well. You know, saying, "Man, you suck," or you know, like,
"Yes, you really suck." Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll teach him.
Right. So I think it was designed to get him booed, and maybe they want to get him really booed, and then he goes nuts or something. That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was odd. I mean, we got into this on Twitter, but they missed the opportunity. If they're going to keep this going with The Miz, he should have said he wanted The Miz a rematch, but with no Miz Taraj. Put the blame there. It's the only way to continue this story at this point.
Tomorrow, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? So yeah, the Miz won that match, still the IC champion, and after that,
but yeah, that was a good match.
It was a very good match,
dude. The thing he did with the bridge and the roll up into the bridge again, that was incredible.
Jordan's awesome in that ring. He's just best suited right now at that tag, the tag division, just because he doesn't have that voice, he just sounds like a nice. I mean, maybe he can find it, but he just sounds too nice and he's like a nice everyday guy.
He's a cliche 80s baby face.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just different than American Alpha. I mean, in that he was the straight man and Gable was sort of the wacky one. So Jordan didn't have to say much. He could just sort of shake his head and he looked good. So we went from that to Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Interesting at the beginning with that attack from Bray and Finn making it seem like he was hurt and not going to wrestle. So this was no makeup Finn in new gear tonight, different color scheme. What'd you think of the match, Matt?
I was hoping to be the Demon. I guess I'm always hoping that, but
the stip was that he couldn't be the Demon.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. No. I love the video package that set this up, by the way. Match was good. I mean, Bray can always go. I like watching Bray work, and we know Finn is great to watch. When I was watching him out there, I was thinking, if I didn't know him and I was clicking through the channels, does he stand out to me like a superstar? Do you know what I mean?
Who, Finn?
If I'm a common fan and I'm clicking through I'm watching Raw, and would I stop and watch this guy and go, well, this guy's the future of the company? I don't think I would come out saying that.
Yeah.
And so my point is, there's something physically. He's shredded to the bone, so it's not his muscle tone or anything. Maybe I really do. I think he needs that damn gimmick. I do.
Yeah.
He just weird on his face too. It's not like he has to do the full body get up, when he does it. So
yeah, I'll take the face. It's just something about it. But you're asking me about the match itself tonight. I mean, he did a great job. He always does. He's always going to be my opinion, top 3 best worker on every roster that he works. Yeah, I think he's that good.
I thought this. Yeah, absolutely.
Coup de grace to the back of the head. Tonight.
But Matt, were you surprised? I do want to ask you this, Matt. They had Bray attack Finn before the match. Finn's acting like he's injured, and then Finn beats him anyway. It almost seemed like when they did the injury angle at the beginning, I thought that would be like his, a way to protect him for Bray winning. But Bray wrestles an injured guy and still loses. I thought that whole thing made him look weak.
They don't think of Bray in this. This is not this. The story tonight going into this was, we are going to tell the story. We're going to tell the story of Spirit of 76, as they call it. And that's what they call when a guy gets injured before the match starts. He's walking to the back, or he's on the stretcher, and he gets, no, I'm still gonna go, and then goes out there and fights a triumphant comeback from behind. It still can work today, to this. It just depends on how you do it. That's how that story was told. It was not one person, I guarantee you, with any care in the world about what this meant to Bray. Seriously. The story you could tell was just, and that's what we do. When we go out there and wrestlers tell stories and we hear what we're supposed to go out there and do and who's supposed to go over, really good agents will say, hey, look, the story here is this. This is a story we're trying to get across to the people, and then insert the story. And a lot of in this one, I guarantee you, was Bray jumps in from the beginning, and Bray, you look like a bad, evil heel and all this other stuff. Get on the mic, run him down, call him a coward. And then here he comes. That lights a fire under his ass, and he comes out all still hurt. Spirit of 76. I guarantee they throw that out there every time that this is done, by the way. And what Spirit of 76 is, guys, is you come bandaged, you know what I mean, holding American flag halfway up. You're still going to fight, for your country, kind of a thing in the middle of a war. 76, rather. And that's really what it is. And that's, I guarantee you, what the story was told to them tonight. And sometimes when you're on Bray's end of it, and you're like, well, what the fuck does that, what does that mean for me? Like, we've been doing things with me, now suddenly I'm just going to, lose to this guy after I just beat his ass. What does that say for me? And an insecure wrestler will say that. I've done that. I'll admit it. I've been in that predicament where I've been like, you guys have been building me for like 6 months and you're starting out the window here, kind of, sort of. Like, did I do something wrong? And you get heat for being insecure, believe it or not. As ridiculous as that sounds, versus actually asking a question. Because you want to be on the same page with the company and what their plans are for you in the future, right? So I guarantee you, Bray shut his mouth and just did what he was told tonight, and his turn will come again. He'll get his turn.
Yeah, I thought this was Bray's best pay-per-view match all year for sure. In a long time. I thought this was their best match of the series. I hope this feud is over. It seemed like it was. It was a really clean win. Finn won 2 in a row. So, I mean,
yeah,
I guess Finn goes on to the next thing. I don't know what that is.
This was supposed to be a holding pattern, if you remember, right? This was Finn's coming out of that 5-way thing with Joe, him, and whoever else was in that.
Yeah.
Strowman.
Yeah. Rollins.
Yeah.
I mean, Rollins is kind of in that holding pattern right now, too.
Yes.
But yeah, so we'll see where they go. I mean, I think it was Meltzer that said there were plans for Finn to go, to Lesnar at one point, but Lesnar doesn't look like he's at the next couple pay-per-views. So
really,
yeah, he's actually not advertised for anything else this year right now.
Wow.
So obviously that can change. They haven't confirmed his dates.
How do you not take the title off him then? I don't get this.
That's what we've been saying. It seemed like a great time to give it to Braun and then have Brock win it back. If you want to do Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania for the title, you still can have Brock win and Braun win it for now. Then Brock win it back, and you have that challengers lined up.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So Finn won that match, and that leads us to the Raw Tag Team title match, Sheamus and Cesaro versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. So a lot happened in this match. This was actually pretty incredible. But Matt, what did you think?
I thought it was good. You guys didn't like it?
Oh, it was great.
Loved it. I mean, Cesaro losing teeth, bleeding all over the place. As much as they've run this into the ground with every variation of these guys against each other, they dug deep and pulled out something that seemed fresh tonight. It was really good.
It's like the New Day and the Usos. Like, their matches are always great, but the feud has just been going on forever. But their matches are just awesome. When
the bell rings, we're watching.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's rare because we're always complaining how they keep doing the same old thing ad nauseum, but they find different. They keep pairing people up in singles matches, and they crisscross them for more singles matches to throw a 6-man tag. They keep finding every variation like we keep talking about, and some of the times it's stale as crap.
Yeah.
But in storyline wise, this is getting stale. I get it, but as far as in-ring matches go, like, it doesn't always work this way. Where they're so good, you're always intrigued. Think about that. They're working against the eight ball when you think about it. We just got done saying this is stale, but yet we're so glued in to our edge of our seats watching these matches because they're that damn good. Dude, Seth is so creative. I have no doubt in my mind between him and Dean. And Cesaro putting so much of the creativity of those matches together, and I'm not selling Sheamus short, but I know that's what's happening.
That spot, man, that Cesaro took into the post. At first, I thought he lost all his front teeth. It looked like, I guess it's just 2, but it looked really bad at first when they showed it. But dang, 2 front teeth knocked out.
Those are tough ones too. Damn.
Yeah. And the middle of the match, he kept going. Like that wasn't even towards the end. So it's tough dude.
I texted one of my buddies who wasn't on the pay-per-view tonight. He got a standing O.
No, he did.
They were all like, everyone was just like, not that they need that. Like, I was like, I texted him back. I'm like, that proved he was tough. I was like, how about the fact that he could take cement mixer John Cena against his will from inside the ring and from outside the ring and suplex him into the ring against his will. John is heavy as hell to pick up. Let me just tell you, he doesn't do it on purpose. I can tell you that much. But John is so hard to pick up. So I was watching tonight with what was his name, Roman, and Roman was picking him up. I was like, oh my god, like he's so hard to pick up, John. He just is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's what impressed you guys about Cesaro? Like, whatever.
They got teeth knocked out?
Yeah.
It really added something. It really added something to the match tonight.
Yeah.
It was great, though.
Yeah, up until this point, I thought this pay-per-view was just awesome.
Yeah. We'll talk about the Fatal 5-Way in a second, but first I want to thank the sponsor of this episode, which is DDP Yoga. So you've heard us talk about it, and guys, you got to check out the DDP Yoga Now app, used by the likes of Chris Jericho, AJ Styles, Mick Foley, and tons of other WWE stars who love using DDP Yoga. The app includes over 150 workouts, including live DDPY workouts from the DDP YOGA Performance Center, as well as endless healthy cooking shows that'll teach you how to make healthy food taste amazing. Head on over now to ddpyoga.com/wrestlinginc and check out their sale that they've got going on. You'll find some great savings things. And I want you to check out this video on our link at ddpyoga.com/wrestlinginc. It's the story of a guy who literally lost, God, what was it? Over 100 pounds, right, Raj?
Yeah.
This guy took off in the matter of a little over a year, and there's progress videos on our page at ddpyoga.com/wrestlinginc. You know, I read stories like this all the time. It's part of the reason why we're so thrilled to have DDP Yoga as a sponsor. People are really turning their lives around with this. I mean, Mick Foley credits it for getting him in fantastic shape. Look at Goldust. He's been doing it the past couple of years. Really, I mean, look at his time in TNA versus now, and you can see the change that the DDP Yoga has had for him. So again, head on over to ddpyoga.com/wrestlinginc. Check out the video, save some money, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. Let's talk the Fatal 5-Way for the women. The women's title, Emma versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax versus Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. And I will say that, Alexa won, but we should keep score. We were talking earlier about Meltzer being wrong. Meltzer was saying, Emma's going to take the pin. She did not. And
way to go out on a limb there, Meltzer, by the way. What a thing to predict, but whatever.
But isn't it weird? Raj and I have been analyzing this the past couple weeks. He has an idea, and all of a sudden it's news.
Yeah, so he wasn't reporting that. His guess was that's why.
He was just saying, hey, I think Emma will lose, right?
Yeah, like that's probably why she was at it. It was to take the fall.
It's amazing that someone's just...
And maybe she was, and then Bayley's healthy. Like, hey, let's beat Bayley instead. We like doing that even more.
Yeah. After the burial of Bayley, that's going to be the DVD or whatever. There aren't even DVDs anymore. What do they have?
Specials on the network.
Yeah.
They still do some of the DVDs, but they're definitely phasing them out. But
so one of our fans mock up the cover art, the burial of Bayley, the 5-disc set.
Yeah, they beat. I mean, she got beat. It was kind of like how Braun got beat at the end, except Braun got a lot of offense. But
well, hang on. This is way more funny. To the fan out there that creates the burial of Bayley, WWE Network exclusive, for the artwork, you got to show like those things, the blow up gimmicks, like being stabbed and gutted. All right, like with machetes and stuff. All right, continue. I'm sorry.
Send those to us and we'll retweet.
I'll put them everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man. So this match, man.
This is my friend. I'm the worst. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, she deserves better. I'll tell you. I was at these house shows over the weekend. Now, granted, it's in California, but she still gets these huge pops. The crowd still love her, and
she got booed here though.
Yeah, well, I think it's part of the way just how they've been booking her.
Listen, guys, maybe I'm older here, but is LA like a smart mark city now?
Yeah,
yeah,
kind of. Yeah, I think California in general is kind of smart mark.
Okay, has it always been? More the last 5 years, or
I feel like any of the. Yeah, I feel like West Coast and East Coast, and in Florida, it's it's the smart marks.
You think Florida smart marks too?
Yeah,
I would hope
for
so.
sure. I think there's
because you have that's
because you got NXT close by.
Yeah.
Probably anywhere you've got a hot indie scene where there's a lot of independent promotions and those can sustain. Probably have
that
people
makes sense in California then.
Yeah. So tonight,
shout out to the Young Bucks. I was on their episode. You see it?
Oh no, which one?
Being the Elite, the last episode.
Okay, cool. I'll have to watch
it. I gotta check that out. I wonder if that's because of the. Yeah, that's awesome. I need to check that out.
Very cool. So they came out tonight. They put on a match, tried to take out Nia. Some good interplay between the girls. What did you think overall tonight of this match and the result with Alexa retaining?
I love Alexa retaining. Nia I don't know. She just is still a disconnect for me. For me, she is. She's getting better, but her work still leaves a lot to be desired. Especially with those girls in the ring. I don't know if fans don't notice it because the other girls are so goddamn talented. They maybe make up for it. Her lack of work, but I don't know. I see it every single time, but maybe because I look at it differently from a big man's perspective, and I'm always looking a little bit deeper when I see a big man, or in this case, Nia, in their work.
That being said, I thought this was still probably her best performance, though. And I thought that spot she did, was it Sasha and Alexa she had on her back? She did that squat on her shoulders. I mean, that was impressive.
That's how you get a monster over, like that. You know what I mean? You can't be having her out there for anything longer than, in my opinion, 5 minutes.
No.
In the girls division nowadays, you've got to be able to go longer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Probably being a prick.
Bayley returns and is beat clean like a sheet.
What a
First
waste
night out.
of having her come back Monday night for this. I mean, just no momentum, no story. And what did they do? So it was announced Asuka's coming at TLC. So 1 month from tonight, Asuka debuts. Does Asuka get a title shot immediately? How do they book this?
I wouldn't think so. I think that you do a showcase, like usually Dolph Ziggler's in that role, but
maybe they'll bring him in for this.
Alicia
they'll figure, Dolph, you've done so well. Now we're going to have Asuka come out and destroy you.
That would, might as well.
I don't know. Who do you ever feud with first, Matt? Who do you think could go toe to toe with Asuka and put on a good feud to start her off with?
I'm always going to say Charlotte is my #1 draft choice.
Yeah,
I think, but she's on SmackDown. That's the thing. The SmackDown girls, I think, would be her best opponents. I think Becky. I think her. I think Becky. Honestly, I think Becky Lynch, even though she's on SmackDown, would be the best because of her style. Because she can do submissions. She's flawless in her transitions into her submissions. She'd be, in my opinion, the best matchup. But obviously, this is my opinion. I think it'll immediately be her versus Alexa. Immediately. They learned their lesson that they screwed up with what's his name, Nakamura.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling it'll be like someone like Alicia Fox or something like that, and then they could do Alexa the next month.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that. A complete annihilation match. Sure, I could see. Yeah, first.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an angle. It's going to be her just destroying her. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'll show her on TV until the pay-per-view. So she destroys somebody, and then you got the pay-per-view the next month.
Oh shoot, you're right. So it obviously has to be somebody other. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How long do you think the streak keeps going with Asuka? How long until she?
Does it count? I don't think it counts. Now she starts on the main roster.
I don't know, Raj.
They could. I mean, all it is mentioning it, but.
All it is mentioning it. You're right, but I think then you give Triple H would love it. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just how rare is it that they mention NXT storylines, on the main roster? So
let me ask you guys this: a AAA baseball player through 3 perfect games or 4 perfect games, let's say, and he gets called up to the big leagues. They'll mention it in this. Nobody will say it. It'll come up under the stats on the screen when he's warming up. But say if he throws a perfect game in that, they won't say, "Hey, this is his 4th perfect game."
Right. Yeah. They don't continue that
first. Going. Yeah. Right. NXT is my favorite show. It still is. I like watching young talent. I like watching them, find themselves still. But it's still, I'm sorry, the AAA between the 2 brands.
Yeah.
In their perspective.
Did Big E make it out of NXT undefeated? I can't remember.
Was he even considered NXT? I was considered him FCW.
No, he was the NXT champion.
Tail end of FCW of NXT.
He beat Seth Rollins, right? He beat Seth Rollins for the NXT title.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe there's a precedent there in how they.
Yeah, and I think Bo Dallas beat him.
I've seen him lose before when he was just coming out in red trunks on FCW TV. I'm positive he was in FCW as well.
Yeah. But on NXT TV, I remember the first year and a half he was coming out. He was doing that thing. What was it with Vicky Guerrero when he was doing the 5 count? Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking way before that.
Oh yeah. No, I know. I'm just thinking modern continuity. But with Asuka, I could see them trying to keep it going just because it's novel, right? Saying, hey, we've got someone coming up that was never defeated in NXT.
Unless they start an undefeated streak with her here, then maybe.
Yeah. Well, Big E. Adam Rose, Seth Rollins, they were all supposed to be on the new season of NXT when they were doing that stupid reality show, and they were supposed to be on what ended up being the next season, the canceled season. But that was their original thing, was they were going to be on that show.
Boy, those guys dodged a grenade.
Well, they lucked out huge.
Think of those stars that we would have lost.
Right.
Seth.
Yeah. Loved Alexa's promo at the end tonight.
Me too.
Yeah.
She's just so fantastic what she does. So we went from that, to John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Now Roman did get the win, which pretty much everyone was predicting was going to happen. What did you think of the match itself, Matt?
Thought it was great. I thought it was freaking awesome. I really did. I thought it was outstanding. I mean, John gets such a rap for he's not a great. His work rate leaves a lot to be desired. John can go. John can work. He puts together very good matches now. People can argue, well, man, he's in there with younger talent that can. They're the ones that can go, and they're making John look good. You could argue that with AJ Styles. You could argue that with Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, etc. Roman tonight as well, to some degree. But John could put together some good ass matches, even at his age right now. And Roman is another one that gets a bad rap, in my opinion. He doesn't get enough praise. We praise him, but not the fans still don't. He is freaking awesome in that ring, man. Like, he just is. And if they're trying to continue to make a babyface, they tell you to be yourself, but turn the volume up. Roman's cocky, apparently. You know what I mean? If that's who he really is, he's cocky.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what the fans keep turning on. You know what I mean? You can see if this was the series, I was hoping that was going to get him cheered finally. You know what I mean? We kept saying, oh, you know what I mean? They're going to be silent because they're not going to know who to cheer, who to boo. Remember that? And I was hoping this was the, coming out party for him being a true blue babyface finally, or turn heel, one or the other. And again, what was their mission? Just to give him a win? Then they achieved it. But if this was to get Roman more over as a babyface and connect with the crowd, it missed again.
Oh yeah.
I thought the match took a little while to get going.
Oh really?
Because it was just, remember, it's just kind of like punch. Yeah. I don't know.
John's punches are rotten, by the way. Oh.
Yeah. And that hasn't changed in 15 years. His punches always look bad. Yeah. But I thought the match was good. I think I just had such high expectations for it, just because they do have such great matches in the right environments. And but it was one of the best matches on the show. I just think I had heightened expectations, but I thought it was good.
Dude, you've got to show me another match minus AJ Styles.
I was just about to say that.
with better false finishes.
No, the finishes were good.
Ooh, they were freaking great. The the attitude adjustment off the top. Ooh.
Yeah, the 4 AAs. But what is Cena never beats anyone with an AA anymore? Everyone kicks out of that.
It still gets that reaction though. People are still popping on it when people are kicking.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
The ending was weird though. I mean, they gave him like the retirement ending. I thought was interesting.
I thought he was seconds away from taking his stupid little wristbands off and putting them in the ring and like leaving.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't do that.
Yeah,
because he's done that before.
Yeah,
and so for what it's worth, Cena is advertised for the Survivor Series. I think he's still. I'll have to double check, but I think he's still scheduled for live events for the near future. So
I'm not. You guys know I like John as a human. I'm friends with John. I just don't. As a fan, I can distance the two. As a fan, I generally don't like. I'm not a fan generally. I'm a fan of the younger, more exciting guys like Seth and guys like that. Daniel Bryan when he was working, people like that, and because they can do shit I can't do, basically. But I encourage fans that don't like watching John work, or they have a problem with the way he works, to listen to Edge and Christian's podcast interview with him. Yeah, he does an amazing job of really digging in pretty deeply about his thinking about how he goes into these matches and sets the table for these guys the right way. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, and a quick correction: John isn't booked for shows coming up right now for Raw events or Raws. So he is advertised for the Survivor Series. And another correction: Brock Lesnar is scheduled for
Survivor Series.
This Saturday's WWE live event in Winnipeg. So that's his last advertised date.
Unless they drop the title at a house show.
In Winnipeg.
Yeah, they're not going to. Well, he lives in Canada, so it's not too far for him.
You never know.
Well, he's not going to drop it.
I know.
They would have dropped it here.
Yeah, I agree.
What was next?
Yeah, so after that, what was next, Matt? Perhaps... I was going to make a sarcastic joke about calling it the match of the night, but I can't even do that. Enzo versus Neville.
Honestly, guys, I apologize to the fans. I fell asleep right here out on my chair watching it on the network on my phone. I fell asleep.
Okay. Well, as you can imagine,
after his promo.
beating for about 15 minutes, seemed like an hour. And then essentially, when the ref wasn't looking, kicked Neville in the groin, then rolled him up for a pin, and Enzo's the Cruiserweight champion.
I heard Corey yelling about something. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, all that work with Neville. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Does it even matter, though, with the Cruiserweight division? When you look at the Cruiserweight division, I don't even think it matters, but is Neville the guy I was, if the thing completely fails and ends the Cruiserweight division or the show itself, let's say, I still had high hopes for Neville to come out of it, you know what I mean? As this is a little badass, he's a good little worker, he's fun to watch, and he's a great heel. He's one of the most entertaining heels on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, but because I was saying I could see them having Enzo win it just to keep this feud going because they have nothing else, and then have Neville just kick the crap out of him at the next pay-per-view and win it back. But I just think it just makes 205 Live look when you had Enzo just get his ass thrown like nothing by Braun this last Monday on Raw. Now he wins that division's title.
Well,
it's a dead division anyway.
But let's be honest, isn't that what's so crazy about that, though? We're talking a 400-pound man. He should throw away. A good big man will always beat a good small man. And he's
sure, but why do that? But why do that? Why not have him throw Kurt Hawkins? Why have him throw Enzo, the guy challenging for your title?
Good point. Good point.
So, yeah.
Maybe because they're thinking it's more meaningful. He didn't just kick some jobber's butt. He kicked Enzo's butt. I don't know.
Enzo is lower than a jobber in a lot of ways. He gets the only time he gets offense is in the Cruiserweight division.
Dude, the fans aren't even cheering along with him as much when he first comes out. Like, what they They boo, I'm guessing, when he kicked them in the nuts?
They were just bored at that point. Honestly, we got no, seriously, they got the "This is boring" chant about 5 minutes before that.
Yeah.
Did Neville react and put him in a hold?
Neville was trying to do the, are you not entertained sort of shtick.
I would have put him in a hold and go, we'll wait, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, he did he went up for the red arrow and then got down.
Good.
For chinning. Yeah, so he did do that.
I mean, but it was so dumb. If they were going to have Enzo get a banana peel win, have it happen quick, or at least not go on this long. I think it just was a strange ending to a way too long match.
Here's the thing, though. When you have to sandwich the main event matches like that, it's usually a girls' match they used to put in between.
Right, the death spot.
Yeah, this has got to go. This can't be a quick match.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of time to calm the fans, to bring them back down.
Sell those last beers. Let people use the restroom.
And fans emotionally come back down so they can go on another roller coaster ride with Braun versus Brock that I did not get taken very high on.
Yeah.
And this was the worst Cruiserweight match I think they've had on pay-per-view since they brought the division back last year. I think by far.
By the way, the wrestling, the video game commercial is badass.
Oh my god! I wish the games were actually half as good as these commercials.
Yeah.
Which one? The Motley Crue one? The one
with Be Like No One, where it had the rap song and the montage. They got every superstar.
Snoop is rapping to it.
Yeah, it was.
I missed that. I got to check that out.
Really good. They refer to Jack Gallagher as this guy. Even this guy is hilarious. It's very good. Well done.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've been on the fence about pre-ordering, but I'm going to do it.
Can you be old school Andre? Did I see that correctly?
Andre's in it. I believe Andre's in it.
Not Blackstrap Andre. I want
I don't know
Andre.
With the fro and everything?
Yeah. They showed a picture of him. Not video character, but real life character of him back in the... It's really cool montage. You got to see it. It's so cool, Raj.
It's so good.
I'll check that out. It'd be cool if you could play Andre as Fezzik, from The Princess Bride.
I'm surprised, actually. I'm sure someone owns the rights to it, but still, that would be
Castle
cool.
Rock Entertainment is going to sue WWE. Yeah, man. So that commercial.
How do you know that?
Castle Rock?
Yeah.
Rob Reiner, that's his company. Every Rob Reiner movie is a Castle Rock Entertainment. Okay. Yeah. I'm surprised I pulled that one out, Matt. I'll be honest. I normally have these things.
I can't make fun of you for that.
Castle. Yeah. So that commercial was amazing, and then we went into Braun versus Brock, a match people had high expectations for. I mean, not given how they built the match, but look at how much Brock was selling for Joe at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, with this, it started off that way, right? It felt like, oh my God, something could really happen here.
Yeah. I really thought it was the finish, that first running. I swear to God, I thought that was going to be it. Because now that thing that with the whole thing with Goldberg now has taken the whole Brock can't be beat off the table now.
Yeah.
Right? So now when we look back at that, I remember when it happened, I was like, oh, this is stupid. This sucks. I was one of them. I'll admit it. But now it makes it so much more enjoyable to watch these matches that Brock can be beaten now. And he can be beaten quickly. It's not off the table.
Yeah.
You know, the possibility of that. So when you hit a false finish with a big mother, you know what, like Braun, a minute in, I bit. I'm not going to lie. I bit on it.
Yeah. I think that was the design too. Like,
yeah.
You know,
definitely.
to play off of that. Like that Lesnar just gets beat really quick.
And even how they built it up in the pre-show teasing, Heyman sees something in Braun like what he saw in Brock 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, maybe by a little too. Yeah,
hook, line, and sinker that something's really going to happen, and all that speculation. That's why it was disappointing. I don't think it's the match itself; it's that our minds went in so many different directions for where it could go.
And people are like, "Well, haha, we did." Sometimes I hate to break it to you, WWE, but sometimes predictability is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just because it was going to be maybe perceived as predictable to most people, that Braun was going to win. Is my feeling.
Yeah.
I don't think that's such a bad thing. You know what I mean? And now you got a champion that you're not going to see for like 10 years. And you have a damaged giant.
Unless you're in Winnipeg.
I mean, yeah, unless you're in Winnipeg. You know, I mean, okay, Braun's not damaged by losing to Brock, but he's not where he was before the match. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and I think the fact that he was beaten so clean, like so, you know, just one F5 and that was it. Like they didn't.
He comes to my gym, Braun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And he was telling me, my trainer, he's like, him and Brock are gonna have like they're gonna have a hard hitting, brutal match. Is what he said. He figured. He didn't know anything. He didn't know the finish. He didn't know any of that stuff yet. But he was like, he goes, I guarantee it's gonna be very physical. He's like, me and Brock both like laying it in, and it's gonna be hard hit. I watched the match. I can't wait to see him because I'm like, dude, you threw like 2 crappy forearms on his back. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought they've done such a great job building Braun as this monster, and just to beat him that easy. I don't know if easy is the right word, but just one F.
No, it is.
It should have taken a little more. Like Braun kicks out, you know, Lesnar then lays it into him, you know, then beats him. But
and keep in mind he's going to Suplex City and and jumping right back up. Like what? That didn't do shit, you know?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's like that's the dude we want to see, and now he gets one F5, and that's no.
Yeah.
And they try to sell it as he caught him off guard. If you watch the replay, right?
Yeah.
No, doesn't work for me.
Since the brand split, how many losses does Braun have on TV?
That was my question. For some reason I had this in my head. Is he undefeated? I'm like, no, I think he's beaten.
He lost to Roman at Fastlane.
Okay.
And he lost to Kalisto in that dumpster match.
The dumpster match.
And Sami Zayn, too. That 10-minute challenge. He didn't beat Sami in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that wasn't that he took a pin. He just Sami lasted 10 minutes.
Roman's the only guy that's pinned him.
Okay.
Not to change the subject, stay on the subject, but if I turn off my phone, not turn it off, but go check a text message because there's a link I want to tell the fans to go to, will I be shut off?
I don't know. Well, if you disappear, we'll know that you'll come back in a minute.
Yeah, you could just click the link back. Yep, he disappeared.
But I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, we could hear you too.
The disembodied voice.
Continue talking, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because Braun loses at the house shows. I mean, but it's like a count out. They did the last man standing thing.
Yeah, the house shows don't matter.
I know. Yeah. But I'm just saying on TV, him being pinned is very, very rare. So I don't feel like we start over at square one again, but what a missed opportunity with this momentum.
This is only a second televised pinfall loss, so. Yeah. And Braun is Braun. It's not like it really hurts him. It's just it hurts him a little. It hurts him a little.
It does. It's disappointing. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't get the logic.
You don't want Freddy Krueger just to, be taken down really easy. When you build these monsters, you want it to be a struggle to have to take them down.
And he came out excited, which I thought was tipping the hand that, oh shoot, he's gonna win the title. I was so excited for him. I really was. Damn.
Oh, yeah. I didn't. I figured Lesnar was winning, but
really,
yeah.
Why?
That's just their plan. They go with him and Roman, and Lesnar stay champ until then.
That's damaging the brand. It just is, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, we were talking last week, and I was like, Lesnar's going to win, but Strowman's the right choice because you got someone that could do all the house shows. he's hot right now, and the fans are into him. And just ride that momentum.
And that's exactly. If this was the Attitude Era, this would be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
The night that he got up from that ambulance was his,
Austin
316
sharpshooter.
I just whipped your ass.
Yeah.
Or sharpshooter. Yeah, that's even better actually. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, WWE, they just have this thing right now where it's more important to stick to the plan as opposed to kind of going with the flow.
Okay, we criticize a lot of today's wrestling for not booking 6 months out in advance, 9 months out in advance like they used to back in the older days. I can understand that. If that's what they're doing, if they are booking that far out in advance, good for them for sticking to certain things. But this is one I'm not going to say good for you for sticking to.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's a big bet, though, and you hear all these things about attendance being down. You look at the network. I don't know if you guys saw that survey that went out to network subscribers about what would you pay for a premium tier. So now they're going to try and nickel and dime the limited subscriber base they have for the network. The idea you're going to pay $10 a month more, and you're going to get, they were offering like alternate camera angles at pay-per-views or different commentary tracks or a WWE scripted drama or comedy. So they're just trying to
they had like a WWE version of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Man, don't do that.
Weird survey.
They had GFW on there. GFW, ROH.
Oh, I saw that. Like if we had their video library, would you be interested or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's this idea that they've given up saying, okay, we've hit a ceiling on network subscriptions. I mean, now they're sending out emails to everyone that canceled, giving them 3 months for free.
Well, it's smart. You know what? $9.99 is too cheap anyway, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, I like it just where it is. Don't make me pay $20.
I agree, but I'm sure most of the people that are paying $9.99 will pay $14.99.
I would. Okay, truth be told. But they have to have something. They got better come with something. They could be the two options.
Yeah.
Of having $9.99 and I only get what I get right now versus that shit you just listed, I'll stay with my $9.99.
Right. Yeah.
However, if they were able to buy out somehow GFW and Ring of Honor and produce new television with those shows, I'd buy it.
That would be that'd be a big money loss for them though to
just for the Ring of Honor aspect.
ROH probably. GFW.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But it's this idea that they're saying.
I hate saying that too.
The business is where it is, and they're just going to try and get more money out of the existing fans rather than grow the fan base. And to me, even with Roman and this idea with Roman and Brock, it's kind of the same thing. We just like,
Well, that is pretty smart business, though, when you think about it. Because for years, they've been trying to get the casual fan. They're still going to continue to try. Yeah. But I think that's a smart move. If we're talking dollars and cents, to milk your fan that's going to continue coming out no matter what.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. So. Ticket prices go up. You know, it's anything.
People will find a way to pay. Cigarettes use that as an example. Cigarettes got boosted through the ceiling.
Yeah,
that didn't make people quit smoking. That didn't work at all.
Yeah, I think they made a mistake right off the bat when they included. I mean, again, as a fan, it's awesome that they have WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam on the network. But I think if they had those off the network and just sell it on the B pay-per-views, because $10 a month.
And you have to pay
really
what?
cheap.
What would you have to pay? Like $9.99.
You still do $9.99 because still in your head you're getting the pay-per-views for free.
The big ones. I mean,
and then that's
take
pay-per-view.
WrestleMania out.
Then you have those on pay-per-view.
Oh, on TV pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think as a money decision, that would have been they would be making a lot more by doing it that way.
Why not just lock you out and say like you can't watch the WrestleMania unless you pay $29.99?
Yeah, you could do that too. Like
I pay that. I still think it's a good deal, especially for Mania.
Yeah, you used to pay $70, or $60 or whatever.
I mean, isn't that crazy? We're paying $10 to see Wrestle freaking.
Right, or you could get it for free just if you got extra email addresses because they always have those free trials.
Oh,
so, But yeah, anyway, right now they got a promotion that ends tonight. Actually it's ending as we speak, where the next 3 months are free. Or it's $9.99 for the next 3 months. So they
if he comes back.
So can I just keep changing email addresses and I keep getting free service?
Oh yeah, keep canceling, and the old emails they'll send you these insane offers to come back.
Yeah.
WWE, if you're watching, you better fix that.
Yeah.
You're losing some serious money because our fans are smart as hell when it comes to computers, that kind of thing.
Well, that's why you look at the churn rate and everything. It's so high, and I'm sure the reason why that is those people just keep unsubscribing. The churn, like the people that drop off, that pay and then go to a free account. So it's really high, like way higher than other subscription services. And I think it's just because fans know how to get it for free.
I feel like such a dumbass for not knowing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So tonight's pay-per-view. Matt, what's your final thought on tonight? Then we got a few other news items to get to.
Loved it. I really loved sorry, guys. I loved Roman versus Cena. They, in my opinion, absolutely killed it out there. It did start slow. I agree with you, but I did love it. I fell asleep during Homeboy versus Neville. In the main event, I was heated with the finish. I was disappointed. So I like the pay-per-view, except for the final match. So I give him a B-.
Yeah. You know, go ahead.
Is that what we do? Give them letter grades or give them number grades? I forget.
I think letters is easy.
Okay.
You know, I agree. I think, you know what? Still with the main event, it was never boring. You know, the Brock Strowman match, I'm like, you know, into it the whole match. Just the ending sucked. But it was entertaining.
Let me ask you this. What was better, Big Show versus Braun in his 2 or 3 matches, or this match?
Oh, a Big Show versus Braun, I thought, for sure.
Pretty good.
That steel cage match?
Any of them. Yeah. The other one, too, when he clapped the ring or whatever they did?
Yeah.
That was good.
But, you know, for a $10 pay-per-view, you had Lesnar and Strowman and then Cena and Reigns. So Matt, my thing with Cena and Reigns is I was just expecting like a Rock versus Hogan type of deal. Like that's kind of what I had in my head.
With the fans like super into it before.
Yeah,
looking back and
crazy.
Forth
Yeah. And they were kind of quiet. Yeah, I mean, they weren't doing much for the first 10 minutes. And so I guess, again, my expectations were too high, but it was a really good match. And Reigns has got that streak where he's every pay-per-view match almost
he steps up
is really good.
Yes.
So yeah, I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I'd say
you Roman haters, you know, you pay attention to how the dude's improving because he is, you know. He does kill him at his own self as a babyface with that cocky smile crap he keeps doing because you see it every time. He hits a move, makes that face. I hit hard, he said it one time. And I was like, oh, what are you doing? That's not even cool. Don't, you know, like it's not even like witty or cool or just shut up.
His big dog comment was pretty funny though when his zipper was busted. Did you see that? Did you see that?
What?
No, this was a couple weeks ago on Raw when he did that promo with Cena. But anyway, I digress.
If he stopped cocking his fist, I would be twice as into Roman Reigns. The fist cock thing, I think is the silliest.
Cool. I like that too.
I'm a superhero, Mark, so I think
I am too, but I think it's it seems so awkward that he's always like quick to be like, and then do the punch.
You gotta. It's nice. Nice to have a little thing that you do to set up a move, you know, instead of it's just out of nowhere. I like
the Samoan call thing he does. I think that's cool. It's just
why does that have to be a Samoan call?
Well, it's like the Usos do it also. I assume that's what it's sort of.
They say Chihu. That's what the word is. It doesn't sound like it, but that's what it is. And,
but it's a Samoan word.
It's a chant. Yeah, you're right. But that is not what Homeboy's doing. He's just going.
But yeah, I thought I'd probably give it a B- or a B. I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid overall.
It's about as good as it gets these days.
What about you, Glenn Dog?
You know, I liked it a lot. I think the Enzo match and I'm all for Enzo getting a title, but I feel like they waited so long to do something like this with him, and then now it's just irrelevant. They made him a joke, and it's unfortunate. And I would have loved to see Braun Strowman win the title. So up until that point, Cena and Reigns, I was like, thought we were going to come on here tonight and say, this is the best pay-per-view since...
Me too.
You know, God knows when. I mean, we were really happy with me.
I was excited to do the show based on that.
Yeah.
Like literally, guys, how cool was this pay-per-view?
But they found some way to do that, right? I feel like if you go back through the archives of this podcast, listeners, you're going to find a lot of pay-per-views where we talk about, oh my God, this was really amazing up until, and then for some reason they rarely recover when they take a big swing and a miss on a lot of these. It seems like it just derails the momentum of it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but I thought all in all it was good. I'm looking forward to Hell in a Cell. I'm even looking forward to TLC. I think, you know, they're doing something interesting now. I like that they're taking big swings with these B pay-per-views and doing bigger stuff, not just, you know, sort of filler matches. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I guess Cena was on Raw Talk tonight, putting over Roman. I wonder if he's going to come back tomorrow, though, and still, like we talked about, give the Roman "you beat me and won my respect" speech in front of an audience.
He's currently not scheduled for Raw tomorrow, but we'll see if that
How do you
changes.
know? Like, where does it show this?
I keep the schedules. I keep them up to date. Like,
and they're accurate?
Yeah.
I thought they always relied so heavily on the card, was it card, what's the saying?
Card subject to change.
Subject to change.
Usually if someone's advertised, then it's accurate, but a lot of times there'll be someone not advertised that'll show up.
Yeah.
But the fact that usually they advertise Cena because he makes a big difference in ticket sales.
Huge.
That's a good
I went
point.
to a show
That's a
Friday
good
night
point.
without Cena, Saturday show with Cena, and Cena's was way closer to sold out. And I don't think you advertise him and then have him not show, because it just
Right.
I mean, you see all these kids. It's a whole big thing when Cena's supposed to be there.
Where's Samoa Joe?
He's injured still. He should be coming back this month though.
Okay.
So he should be back. Hey, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, he should be back in October was what the original timetable. So soon.
I got some serious plugs here, guys. Let's get to the plugs.
All right, we got a couple other news items first.
Two quick teensy ones. Jeff Hardy has his shoulder injured. He did not wrestle at either house show this weekend. He was just ringside while Matt wrestled against Carl Anderson.
Might need surgery.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He never gets hurt.
I know.
Never gets hurt.
It's one thing and you don't want anyone to get hurt, but if Matt was hurt, it's almost like you can finally get that superstar with Jeff.
Right.
Like give him that superstar singles push.
Hey.
I don't see them doing that with Matt.
Maybe it pushes them toward that direction, though, with the whole broken thing.
Yeah.
I think if WWE wanted to do something with that, they would have.
They can't on TV.
Their plans. This just happened.
Yeah, but they can't do it on TV.
They could. Well, they've definitely. I mean, if he tweaks it and changes it around, like he was doing that Woken stuff.
All he has to do is run around being a goof and say weird things. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, at the live events, he was chanting delete. The crowd's chanting delete. I mean, it's over. Everyone knows it. It's just this thing like, oh, we can't do it on television because we'll get sued.
I just think it comes across as kind of sad when Matt's sticking with it on Twitter and, talking in that goofy voice. But on TV, he's, just regular old Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
It just kind of comes across as just like he got dumped by the girlfriend and won't let it go,
Wow. Damn,
like not moving on.
That was stiff, Raj.
I'm just saying in general, like.
But when you have a career defining, and then for him that I mean, certainly in recent memory, that's a defining thing for Matt Hardy is the broken gimmick. You don't just walk away from that.
You think that's the biggest thing he's done?
No. I'm saying in recent memory. No, in recent memory, that is what defines him. Since probably leaving the WWE, I think it's fair to say. So it's just hard to let that go. I mean, you don't want to immediately let go of something like that, especially that he came up with. It wasn't
especially if that caught fire just half as much as it did everywhere else in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, I wish
really sick.
And it was his.
I wish he could get it.
Matt, when you left WWE and went to the Indies, you probably couldn't wait to stop doing the stuttering gimmick because it wasn't something that was yours.
Yes, definitely.
But if you come up with something, goddamn it, you're sticking with it because there's a pride in creation. It must be very hard for him to do that.
Could WWE have stopped you from doing the stuttering gimmick on the Indies?
I did it in TNA. That's a great question. I would imagine so. They would try to. I know. Me and Mark Jindrak got cease and desist letters.
Oh, and
for me simply. Actually, there was one time I did say as simple as did I stutter. I said in a promo when I was on Impact and I was being Jim Cornette's bodyguard. I got a cease and desist for that.
Wow.
Don't you wish you could have just fought that and gone to court and been like, I have a legitimate speech impediment?
You're mocking me. Yeah, they're making me do it. Yeah.
Well, the Young Bucks got a cease and desist from WWE for the Suck It and I think doing the Too Sweet also.
I'll be honest. Those are my boys. I've been wondering how come it hasn't happened way sooner.
Nah, me too, actually. Yeah.
Like for years. Like they've been doing this for what, 3 years?
I'm not a big fan of that either. It's one thing if you do one.
I didn't like it either at first. I really didn't.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I associate it with them now. It's just different. It's new again.
Yeah, it just comes across like you're mocking bigger stars, and it just reminds you of like, I don't know, when it's one.
Reminds me of guys having fun and being a fan of something, and then bringing it in the ring.
It reminds me. It just seems like you're not coming up with your own, mannerisms.
At first, I thought that.
Yeah.
I did. When I first saw them do that, I did because I know the two guys. But after a while watching enough, I thought this is pretty cool. The fans are popping on it. Everyone's reacting to it, and I don't know. When I watched you watch enough of those Being the Elite videos, and they fit it in flawlessly. Like it's part of who they are. It's not them going out of their way and trying to copy them at this point. I know it sounds like it is, but they're not. That's just my take watching it. And I was like you when I first started seeing it.
Yeah.
But I watch a lot of their stuff, so maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know.
So Matt, what do you think they do with Matt Hardy?
What I said, I think they go toward they try it.
You don't think it'll be like Dash Wilder where he's wrestling on main event, and just kind of out of the public eye until Jeff comes back?
It depends how long Jeff's out for. When we find out how long that is, that will tell the tale on what direction they go with Matt. Because I could see them doing that. If he's only out for if he doesn't need surgery, he needs to rehab it, I could see Matt wrestling just basic singles matches on Raw, not on main event. Versus, let's say, the guitar player with a drifter.
Yeah.
Someone like that and putting him over. I could see that until Jeff comes back. If Jeff needs surgery and he's out for 6 months, I just have a feeling they're going to go toward. They're paying them a lot of money. They're going to go toward that broken character. I just have a feeling. Maybe it's hope. I don't know.
Maybe put him something with Bray. I think that could actually be creatively interesting if they let him.
If they let Matt do his somewhat near his shtick, yeah,
that could be good. So we'll see. We'll probably know more tomorrow on Raw. Last bit of news: Cody Rhodes signs long-term deal with Ring of Honor. So he was
long-term.
Well, he's exclusive.
They used to say my 3-year deal with TNA was long-term.
That is long-term. I mean, that's a pretty long deal.
No contract is ironclad anymore. You could always get out of it if you get 1 week. And the wrestlers that are watching this and don't know this, you're idiots if not knowing this. But if you want to ever get out of your deal, all that has to happen is your company be late paying you. I swear to God, if you get a good attorney that knows what they're talking about, you can get out of it.
Yeah, but I usually don't see that with ROH though. I can't think of anyone who is. What's that?
Literally 1 day. 1 day late.
Sure, you can, but I'm sure Cody he wants this, so.
Yeah, I don't even know I'm talking about that. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, he's been everywhere. I mean, he's been literally wrestling everywhere since he left the WWE. So now we're just gonna see him in Ring of Honor in New Japan.
So apparently he's exclusive. Yeah, exclusive in the States for ROH, and then he can do New Japan.
So he probably won't show up at Starrcade.
No Starrcade.
Yeah.
What's Starrcade?
Man, Matt, you've been out of the loop, man.
Not WWE. A pay-per-view, not a live network special. They're bringing back WCW Starrcade as a WWE live event that they're doing.
They're bringing back the Starrcade name on Thanksgiving weekend, that Saturday. They're doing a live event in Greensboro, which you had the first 3 Starrcade events, and they decided to name the live event Starrcade, even though it's just a regular SmackDown show, except they got 2 cage matches. They got Jinder and Nakamura in a cage, and then Charlotte Flair and Natalya.
Ooh.
In a cage.
I want to see that one.
But
Flair in a cage, Starrcade, so that's part of the gimmick.
That's great.
But the idea was they were going to put Goldust, so they had a Rhodes on the bill, and then
no, they never had the idea of putting.
No, but that was tweeted with what's his face in creative.
Cody tweeted it out. Michael P.S. Hayes was just having fun with him, but
so that's what got the fans excited. The idea Cody might come back for one night only, and you have the Rhodes brothers on Starrcade, but that's probably not happening.
No, that was all just Twitter fun. The WWE, why would they want to do that?
It's the WWE.
You know?
If there was a certain logic to it,
it just gets an ROH guy over more.
Yeah, that's true.
So
at a live event. So
he's going back, guys. It's just he's not done with WWE.
No, of course, but it's definitely years away now.
Well, now.
Yeah. So so Cody, the Young Bucks, they're with ROH for a while.
Yep.
So the plugs, Mr. Matt Morgan, what do you have to plug for us?
As everybody should know, I'm running for city commissioner here in Longwood City, here in Longwood, Florida. The actual election is November 7th, And until then, guys, I still gotta. You can't use your own money for raising your own campaign, for putting together your own campaign. You got to rely on donations and stuff like that. And I've got a couple of my wrestling friends that have been incredibly kind and sent me some money and sent to help the cause and help my campaign. But I want to reach out now to the fans because every penny matters. Seriously. It costs a lot of money to send out mailers to all the people in my city to remind them again what I'm about, why I'm running, why I'm the best candidate for the job, etc. I mean, something like that costs like $6,000, and you can't use your own money. You know what I mean? With this, it has to come through the form of donation. So, to all the fans out there that are watching this, that support me, and no matter what it is that I do, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's whatever, even if you're not a political, into politics. Your boy here needs your help. So you guys can, if any of you are willing to help me with this, you can, again, $5, $10. Nobody can donate. One entity cannot donate any more than $1,000 is how it works. But again, guys, I'm not expecting you to send me $1,000. Anything helps and contributes towards this, towards more signs for the streets and the people's yards. It will help me out so much. And we've been through so much together already, and I want to include them. I want to include you guys in this because I do need your help. So if you feel like you can help donate any money toward my campaign and helping me win this, because my guy is spending a ton of money, let me just tell you, to try to beat me, the incumbent, you can do so by going to Matt Morgan for Longwood, FOR, not for, Matt Morgan for Longwood.com. Again, Matt Morgan for Longwood.com, Longwood. And anything will help, guys. Anything you can. It's really simple to donate the money. It takes 2 seconds to click 2 buttons, and you're done. I promise. And again, every bit will help, guys, and I need it. I really do. To beat this guy, the incumbent, he's so entrenched within our city for like 40 years. And it's going to take a lot to beat him. I'm outworking him. I'm knocking on doors and introduce myself to everybody. And if you follow me on Instagram, guys, I posted a storyboard post tonight where I get into why I'm running or what I'm about and why I'm going to end up winning this election, in my opinion. But I need your help to get there, guys. So any amount of money will help. So please, if you can, Matt Morgan for Longwood.com. The other thing I want to plug, guys, is my nutritional company. It's called Your Nutritional Blueprint, as in your nutrition. I'm giving you your nutritional blueprint on how to have the blueprint of the perfect body, the perfect physique that you've always wanted. For all you guys that bust your butt in the gym or try to go to the gym and it doesn't work and you give up on it, after a month or two, many people do that. They get discouraged because they're like, hey, I'm working out now. Why isn't this working? It's your diet. It's always going to be your diet. The changes I've made to my physique are 100% my diet. I got together with a dietitian and we put together the perfect plan that made sense for me. And it comes with clean eating. If you guys hit me up on my Instagram, just DM me. You know what I mean? I don't really check my Twitter much anymore. I should be now that I'm running for local office, but I'm on Instagram all the time. So just DM me, guys. Don't BS me and try to, just start up a conversation with me and pretending you want to order and not order. That's just wasting both of our time. Really, if you're into this and you really want to make a change in your life, we have the cheapest meals possible. It's $7 per meal. And no other meal prep service out there can boast lower prices per meal. I had 41 different Olympia athletes using my meal prep company during this past Olympia last week. That's huge. It was the most eaten meal prep service at that event, leading up to the event for all those athletes. These are These are people that were competing at the Olympia, not just fans walking around the expo, the actual athletes. And you don't have to be a bodybuilder to be eating like this. My mom is on it, and she's seeing results. And basically, what you do is you DM me that you're interested in it. I send you the menu. It's a very basic menu right now, where you just pick the portions of the meals you want. We can measure them in any size you want them in. Most meal prep services will give you, my coach has me on 120 grams of jasmine rice every meal when I'm getting ready for a show, right? Well, my last meal prep company that I was buying my food from, they would send it to me like in 2.5 cups of rice. And I'm like, well, what's that? That's not 120 grams. So I have to take it out of the damn container, weigh it on a scale. I'm wasting all this time, which defeats the purpose of using a food prep service to begin with. You know what I mean? So again, guys, we can measure it in any shape or form that you guys need it measured in. and it tastes amazing. Everybody says that, but like you can go on my Instagram and you can see some testimonies from like real legit dudes, real legit athletes, and some females as well, from soccer moms to you name it, are on the plan, and it's going really well. But I want to introduce it to you guys because so many times I know you fans try to hit me up for nutritional advice and lifting advice, or you're impressed with my physique and stuff like that. Why can't that be you? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound like DDP on you here and Mr. his character when he played that motivational character, on WWE. I really mean that. Like, this could be you. You know what I mean? You just got to change your diet, and I can help you do it. So just DM me, and I'll take care of the rest. All right? Guys, I appreciate you giving me this time.
No problem.
Course, and Matt Morgan for Longwood.com. I just made a donation. I encourage everyone to do the same.
Oh, hey, friend.
You're very welcome, man. Happy to help.
And real quick, cruiserweights are not.
Raj.
Yeah, man, send me the link and I'll do it for sure. And cruiserweights are not happy about this. Mikey sending me a DM. Lindsay Dorado saying back to the drawing board. Probably means for the division.
No.
Drew Galax just tweets no. Jack Gallagher said, and they called me a joke. And yeah, so yeah, that's
wow. Well, I knew
they see what's happening in the division.
I was going to say, Lindsay Dorado, nobody gives two flying Fs what you think, as far as the office is concerned.
Right, yeah.
But Jack Gallagher saying that, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it fits with Drew Gulak's character.
Right.
I watched it on 205 Live. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was entertained.
Yeah.
When he was doing the whole thing up on the Titantron screen thing, when he was trying to teach.
PowerPoint?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was different. Wasn't flip-flopping flying.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Matt Morgan for Longwood.com.
Matt Morgan for Longwood.com.
Absolutely, folks. So tomorrow night, we'll be back here to talk about Monday Night Raw. All the latest there, less than 24 hours. You can catch us back here on Wrestling Inc. And I think that's about it, folks. So until next time, I'm Glenn Rubenstein. We'll see you back here on the Wrestling Inc. podcast. Take care.